Hi, I'm Marianne Aliardi, and I'm here with Scott Donnini from Auburn Road Vineyards. And today's a big day at the vineyard, and Scott, tell us why.
Yeah, well, we actually harvested our Merlot today, part of our Merlot. And harvest season starts, I guess, on Labor Day. We did Pinot Grigio already, and it goes all the way through middle of November. And harvest season includes picking and crushing, which is what this all is. And once this ferments, and this takes about 5 to 7 days to ferment, and after that it's wine. After that you drink it, you'll get drunk, it's wine, it's done. And then we age it and all that kind of stuff. But what happens is, once it's fermented, we crush it, or press it, I'm sorry, take it out to the press. And then the wine goes into these big stainless steel tanks here. It stays there for a couple of days, we let it settle, and then we pump it off that into the barrels, into the barrel room, and it ages there. This will probably age for about 18 months before it becomes so.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it'll age in there.
In the barrel. Yeah.
Okay. So, do you add anything to the grapes here, or?
Just yeast. Yeah, the yeast.
Just the grapes.
Just the grapes. Just the grapes. Yeah.
That's incredible. So, do you have a whole bunch of these somewhere? Because I know you have a vineyard of different grapes.
Oh yeah. Well, we have all those barrels that are on the other side of this wall in our barrel room. We have all of the wine that ages in there. So we have this Merlot, and then we're going to harvest Sangiovese probably in another week or so, and then we're going to probably harvest Cab Sauvignon and Cabernet Franc, and all of that goes through this process here.
Okay.
And then they wind up aging in barrel for any given period of time.
So do you drink wine every day?
I do.
You do?
I do. It's good for you. It's food.
I'm
It's
right
like,
there with you.
It's like the Europeans. I mean, we just got back from Italy, in fact, and they have wine for every meal. They have wine at lunch, they have wine, for dinner, but it's all in moderation. I mean, you have 2 or 3 glasses of wine, and it's good. It's food. It's relaxing. It's good for your heart.
Yes. What's your favorite wine from your vineyard?
From our vineyard, probably Classico. I grew up drinking Italian wine, so that's my favorite. I mean, Classico is very much like a Chianti Reserve in terms of style. We age it for 18 months in oak, and then another 9 or 10 months in the bottle. It's really, really good stuff. So that's if I drink our wine, that's usually what I'm drinking. Although I usually drink all kinds of different stuff.
Right.
You have to see what's out there. I'm always learning.
Yes, I understand. And for someone who likes wine, but doesn't have a very mature palate when it comes to that, when I go to wine tastings and I'm drinking wine, what should I be looking for?
Well, you want to make sure that, and by the way, I mean, there's no such thing as like liking the wrong kind of wine.
Right.
If you like wine and it makes you feel happy and warm inside, that's the important thing. So you don't have to like big full-bodied reds to be cool. I mean, they're all good, which is why we make a little something for everybody. So what you want is you want to make sure the wine is balanced. You want to make sure it has nice acidity to it, because a wine without acidity isn't balanced. That's a flaw in a wine.
Okay.
But generally speaking, what we do when Jules and I are making them is we try to make sure that it has all the components it needs. It needs to have the right color. So even if it's a red wine, you want it to have the right red color. If it's a Pinot Grigio, which is cooking in that tank right there, you want it to be nice and crystal clear and bright. Then after the color, you want it to have a nice aroma, whatever the aroma is for that wine. And then you want it to have each segment of the palate, front palate, just like the front of your tongue, mid palate, back palate, and then finish. So once you swallow it, you want to still be able to taste it. And any wine should do that, whether it's a fruit wine or a white wine or light or heavy or whatever. And we actually, as we'll swallow the wine and we'll sit there and count 1, 2, 3. We can still taste it all this time.
Oh, it tastes good. Wow.
Yeah. And so we deliberately craft all of our wines to make sure that each part of your tongue is hit, make sure that it has all of those things, the aroma, because that it's all part of the enjoyment of wine, frankly. And if you're drinking a wine that doesn't have all those things, then that's where the wine is flawed, not the type of wine it is. It's the wine that doesn't have those things going on.
Correct. I had no idea. I was just drinking the wine.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's fun. I mean, you learn a little. I mean, I'm by no means a connoisseur. I never have been. I just am a wine fan.
Yes.
I like it. I like the way it tastes.
Yeah.
I like the way it makes me feel.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Great. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Our cover story in October is all about the wineries across SJ. Check it out. Thanks for stopping by.